Wow, guys, this is unbelievable stuff. Sorry for being late. I mean, I am sick. I was at the doctor's getting some meds as this trade broke down, and here I am recording it and trying to make sense of it all because this was something I did not expect to see. The Toronto Raptors have finally done it, guys. They have made a blockbuster trade and they deal longtime Raptor, beloved Raptor, one of my favorite Raptors of all time, OG Anunoby, Precious Achua, and Malachi Flynn to the New York Knicks for RJ Barrett, Immanuel Quickley, and a 2024 second round pick. This is unbelievable stuff. This comes on the final day of on the second last day of 2023 as the Raptors are about to take on the Pistons, who obviously are on their 28 game losing streak. And yeah, the Raptors, they finally stir it up. They finally get it done. Reportedly, the Raptors had talks with the Knicks about a trade since the Raptors last took on the Knicks at the beginning of the month. As the Knicks, they get a guy in OG who they hope puts them over the top, and the Raptors get a couple of players that just make a lot of sense for their team. So let's just not waste any time. Hit a like, subscribe. Here are my thoughts, guys. Just raw reaction, initial reaction. I think this is a really good trade for the Raptors. I think they got a lot of great value in return. When you talk about them getting some good standout scores for a guy who was going to become a free agent in OG Anunoby, and for a guy who is going to get paid handsomely on the market. By the way, the Knicks are reportedly interested, obviously, in bringing Anunoby back. But the Raptors, there was a chance that they could have lost OG for nothing. And you knew OG was going to get a big, big contract this summer. So the Raptors flipped that for two guys who I think are going to be excellent fits with this team. You got a guy in RJ Barrett. He's obviously going to be coming back home, as Barrett is averaging 18.2 points, 4.3 rebounds per game. And then Immanuel Quickley, this is a guy who's actually having a career season. He's averaging 15 points on 54.4% shooting, 39.5% from three. Quickley, he finished second in the sixth man of the year voting last season. I think he's going to be a tremendous fit with his Raptors team. The Raptors needed a dynamic scoring guard like Quickley. And now if Quickley starts, I think he's going to be a nice complementary piece next to a guy like Scotty Barnes. So the Raptors basically get two scorers back who are going to complement Barnes because the Raptors needed more scoring, they needed more shooting, and they get exactly that by shipping. Yes, their best defender and one of the best 3-and-D players in the league, but they get tremendous value that's going to help the Raptors in their next chapter here. And the most interesting part about this is actually what Woj ended up saying in his piece about this trade is that the Raptors are expected to continue to explore trades involving Pascal Siakam. So for those of you thinking that Siakam's not going to stay, that's not the case. It looks like the Raptors seriously looked at what was going on with the product and they knew they needed changes. And it looks like the Raptors may indeed be headed for a full-on reset. And I'm here for it. I mean, guys, if you've been following me for a while, whether it's on this channel or my personal channel, I've been screaming for the Raptors to finally make some significant changes to change the trajectory of their franchise. And this is a great first move in the right direction of doing that. Whatever the Raptors had going on wasn't working for them. They needed to get busy. They had two guys, two key players about to become unrestricted free agents in the summer of 2024. They ship one for some great assets in return, and now they could ship the other. So I'm a big fan of this trade. Look, like I said, I'm a big fan of OG. I never thought I would see the day that OG Anunoby would get traded, but that day has come, and it was a long time coming. The Raptors needed to make a franchise altering move like this, and they got guys back in this deal that I think are going to be tremendous fits when talking about Scotty Barnes' skill set. And, you know, these are going to be guys that are now going to create the new era of Raptors basketball. So I like this. I don't think the Raptors are done. I really think they may go in the direction of trying to trade Siakam next. And Masai Ujiri, he's been getting a lot of flack, a lot of criticism from guys like me, outside people, but he finally stepped up to the plate and made a big time trade when the Raptors absolutely needed it. So Raptors getting two nice pieces back in this deal. OG with the Knicks, that makes sense for them. I think this is a really, really good trade for the Raptors. I cannot reiterate that enough. The Raptors, anytime they trade with the Knicks, history says it's a good thing. So I think Masai did a phenomenal job in this situation, guys. That's just my initial reaction to this blockbuster trade that just went down. So the Raptors obviously going to be shorthanded in their game against the Pistons, but I cannot wait to see guys like Quickley, who I think is going to take that next step. RJ, who I think needed a change of scenery. For as talented as he is, I think he was kind of stuck in his role with the Knicks. He's obviously going to get to do a lot more, especially if the Raptors end up trading Siakam as well. So the Raptors, they get the 2024 second round pick in this deal as well. I like this trade. That is it for me. This is Lucas signing off. As always, thanks so much for watching. I will catch you all again in the next one.